Hi everyone, this is by Daniel again. Today I'd like to talk about need analysis. You know that anyone can do anything well if they know what to do. A driver, for example, can take his passengers to a certain destination well because he knows what to do. He knows where and when and how to drive a vehicle. He has ability, he has a guidance informing his schedule and his jobs each day. So like drivers, teachers also have sets of tools for teaching. In English for business or law programs, for example, teachers want their students to learn language and understand legal and business systems. So therefore, the ESP program expects that upon of ESP classes or programs, students can enhance their language skills and learn the foundation of legal and business system. English words and sentences learned in that program all relate to a particular field or discipline. Lawyers writing a brief or a diplomat preparing a policy paper. The course is used vocabulary and tasks related to the area, such as negotiation skills and practical techniques for oral presentations. The question is what essential tools teachers must have in the ESP classroom. And one of the most important issues regarding these tools is called a syllabus. So the syllabus is a document for teaching. It serves to outline the essential elements of a course, including learning outcomes, content, pedagogical practice, a weekly schedule, a list of a task and assignment. So let me explain what is meant by learning outcomes. So learning outcomes are statements that describe knowledge or skills students should acquire by the end of particular assignments, class programs, or course. So they help students understand why that knowledge or those skills will be helpful for them. For example, I give you examples. So by the end of this course, especially in this art course, example, students will be able to identify works of art and artists. Or by the end of the course, the students will be able to analyze the role of arts and artists in Indonesia in this time. Now, let us talk about the content. So the content usually relates to specific knowledge or skills in particular disciplines such as science, computer, biology, physics, economics, medicines, etc. So the content has something to do with topics or subjects the students are currently studying. In economics, for example, you might be learning about supply and demand, taxation, international trade, price control, exchange rates, interest rates, unemployment, etc. So what about pedagogical practices? So pedagogical practices refer to teaching and learning activities as well as interaction supporting the delivery of content, utilizing various learning theories. And what about schedule? So the teaching schedule refers to a list that show about when your programs will be conducted. All right, now let's talk about assignment. So assignments are the tasks given to students by their teachers and tutors to complete in a defined time. So assignment can be in the form of written, practical, art, even online. So the purpose is to ensure that students understand subject matter carefully. Okay, so now we can conclude that ESP teachers need to know anything what the students want to learn. Very often ESP teachers do not know. They have no idea what to do with their class right away. So there is a gap between the reality with the current situation and the ideal condition, what the students really want to study. So therefore, ESP teachers need to overcome this gap by collecting data about what the student really need to learn. So that's why this is called need analysis. So need analysis is commonly associated with learning center approach because we focus on the learners. So we focus on the learner's learning need, and the needs play a vital role. So learning needs analysis tells us what the learner needs to do to learn. So it is hoped that the need analysis will enable the teachers to design the syllabus. For example, teachers can find target groups like some informations including prospective students, practitioners. Okay, so they can learn what their students really want to learn from those people, from their own students and some other practitioners like doctors. If ESP teachers teach medicine, teach students learning medicine, or ESP teachers can ask judges if they are teaching students learning law. We as teachers can distribute questionnaires or conducting interviews with those people. And if we practically need a lot of data, we can share a questionnaire, for example, through Google Form. So we do it online. Thus, our main point about need analysis is what kind of information we really want to get, like one, personal information about our learners. And also we are interested in knowing about language information about learners, what their current skills and language use are, present situations analysis we call that. And we are also interested in what is their learning background, what sort of techniques they like when learning in ESP classroom. Well, we can develop those questions, but then we need some more information to develop our syllabus well. And according to Hutchinson, we need to deal with the so-called sum analysis. And let me start with mean analysis. So mean analysis has something to do with the information about the environment in which our course will be run. So we are concerned with the cultural climate in which we are teaching in the classroom. That is called mean analysis. After mean analysis, we could also explore some information about register analysis. So the assumption behind register analysis was that scientific and technical writing grammar actually does not differ much from general English. Certain grammatical and even lexical forms are used much more frequently. However, register analysis operates only at word and sentences level and does not go beyond these levels. Right? Okay. Next, discourse analysis. So, since register analysis is operated almost entirely at word and sentence level, the second phase of development shifted attention to the level above the sentence and tried to find out how sentences were combined into discourse. So this approach tended to concentrate on how sentences are used in the performance of acts of communication and to generate materials based on the function. So that is called discourse analysis. So we are concerned with the text as a whole. Next, we are also concerned with the so-called genre analysis. So the term genre was first used by Swales a long time ago, 1981, And genre is defined as more or less standardized communicative event with a goal or set of goals mutually understood by the participants in the event and occurring within a functional rather than personal or social setting. So with the result of genre analysis, the learners do not learn a language in isolation from specialist contexts. However, they are encouraged to make relevant connection between the use of language on one hand and the purpose of communication on the other hand, and be aware of the context. Okay, students, I think that's it of my explanation. I do hope my explanation will be helpful for you. And in case you want to ask some more questions, do not hesitate to ask questions in MS Team. We have discussions there. Thank you very much.